What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's edition of the Six Gaming Podcast. I am your host, as always,
Well, that's bullshit.
Uh-oh.
As always?
As always.
Come on.
Yup.
Okay,
Really
maybe
always.
about 45% of the time.
60% of the time?
No, 45.
75.
You shut your
45.
pie hole and go to the corner, cake boy.
All right, so who's that yelling at me? Who's berating me?
Everybody.
I'm not Shosan.
Not at all, thank God.
And I am the grandmaster of them all.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you wish, bro. You wish.
I'm sorry. Shosan does not have his favorite co-host this week. He's just got me and Veg.
Yep,
No.
sadly. But I'm dealing with it, as you guys can see. I'm dealing with it in my own way.
Big letters.
So,
Well, that's because Show can't read too well.
nope. Oklahoma education. So, let's go ahead and start things off like we always do with one of my favorite parts of the show. Yes, it's news! All right. Yes. Let's go ahead and talk about this. So, in an interesting and everyone's favorite conglomerate just changed some of their policies where EA is now putting female players in their FIFA games.
It's about time.
Yeah, right? I mean, Jesus, where in this 20? Just saying. I mean,
Yeah. You're saying, but your internet's not.
Yeah.
telling
Well,
us.
Fully.
my internet is
We get
really
what you're
bad
saying.
lately.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because you got all the EA games like NHL and Madden, for instance. They try to go for as much realism as possible. I mean, I think they're going down to like 2 or 3 levels of minor leagues in the NHL.
Yeah.
I just think this is part of their grand plan more than them trying to get female gamers in there.
No, yeah. I would say it's more just money and marketing schemes.
And they want to do as much realism as possible, so they're going to bring in the female teams, which have been
Didn't they also
widely
make
successful.
Didn't they also make like a WNBA game too that failed miserably?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Now, if they wanted that to succeed, they put it in the main NBA game.
That
Yeah.
is true, but yeah.
Because then you have an audience,
Just
guaranteed.
like FIFA.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
Well, yeah, FIFA might not exist for too much longer here.
Oh, it will.
Maybe not in the States, but it's going to continue simply due to the European European players. So,
I've heard rumors that they might split up. There might be a Western soccer.
really?
I don't know what to call it.
Like a tournament?
Organization. Yeah.
Did you say soccer?
I said soccer, not soccer.
And of course, it was just clear. So,
Oh
but yeah, that'll be interesting. So, in an MMO news, we recently found out WildStar is going free to play.
It seems to be
I told you.
it seems to be a sign
Yeah.
that a MMO is going downhill when it goes free to play.
Yeah, I've noticed that very much.
Yeah, but then it
for Star Wars,
bursts back up though. I mean,
It could. It
freaking.
could.
Well, that's how freaking Knights of the Old Republic stole a lot because they went to free to play and then did the pay motto.
Yeah.
And same with Terra. Terra was initially subscription based as well, and they failed miserably, so badly that they actually had to bankrupt, and then they gave it to another company, and now they're making their money back.
Yeah, but like Ron said, usually when it goes free to play, they don't have enough players doing it, playing the game, or it's a bad game and they're trying to entice people back in.
Yeah. I
I enjoyed WildStar.
I don't see a Realm Reborn going free to play anytime soon with their 4 million players.
Well, yeah. I mean, plus it's a Square Enix, and so again, built-in player base, pretty much. But yeah, that'll.
I was
be
gonna say
interesting.
Squeenix has their own little fan base, so
Yeah,
if you
they have a built-in
if you
audience.
swear or if you say one horrible thing about their religion, they'll come out and fucking kill your kids. They're that
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good thing I don't have kids.
Right?
Well, they'll kill something. Maybe your dignity. I don't know. But
So
That's already killed by dealing with you.
oh, plenty.
No, that's your
Right.
morality, not your dignity.
So speaking of killing, Veg, what's going on with Destiny?
They finally released their second expansion. It's so far been blah because there's no raids in it. And their explanation for it is, well, the expansion or DLC is called the House of Wolves, but it's interesting so far. What they've done is instead they added every weekend they added a ranked 3v3, which is if you go 9 flawless wins, you get a special place you can go visit that no one else can see.
It's a PvP.
Yes
like,
and no, because there's also the arena, which you unlock by doing quests to get to it. But like I said, there's no raid content in this one like there was in the last one. There was the House of Crota, or the Dark Below, which had Crota in it, and their explanation for this time around why they didn't add any raids was because they said it's hard enough to get 6 people, let alone 3. Like, well, who doesn't know 2 people? There you go. And my thing is, well, don't announce in every DLC that you're gonna have a raid, because that's what they did when they initially started this.
Yeah.
And that pissed a lot of people off.
It sounds like they're almost pushing the Blizzard motto. Like, we got 6.1 isn't even worthy of being called a patch, let alone content add-on.
Well, the thing is that that's a patch. This isn't a patch. This is an entire downloadable content that you have to pay for.
Well, that doesn't make it any
No,
better,
it doesn't
though.
make it any better, but at the same time, we didn't have to pay for that.
Oh, that's true.
Essentially. We paid for the expansion and we got content's worth. Oh.
Yeah, well, one could argue the whole subscription thing, too.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, anyway, okay, so still talking about first-person shooters, the Frag Dolls, which is a Ubisoft team of all women, they are getting retired. I kid you not. I don't know why.
Retired.
They're getting retired.
And I'm pretty sure
the
about
hell outta
90% of you people who even listen to us, or 99%, don't even know who the hell they are.
Oh, yeah, most likely. What I found interesting is...
I had to look them up because I didn't know who they were.
Oh, I do. I watch them on Twitch all the time. But according to the story, this is interesting. After 11 years and 22 team members, they are finally saying enough's enough. Basically.
Well, it's because they're probably getting harassed nonstop.
Well,
and
okay.
To be fair, when you say that you're an only girl gaming team, that's going to open you up from some blindsided attacks that you weren't if you weren't expecting them, that's your own fault.
Right.
But you also have to look at the positive stuff that they've done. Like they had this thing called the Cadet Program, where they help women land jobs in gaming companies such as EA, Blizzard, so on and so forth. I mean, that's pretty good. It's an industry that desperately needs.
Oh yeah, we've been talking about misogyny in gaming for years now, but I don't know, Veg. My only thing is to what you were saying earlier is you can't be a girl gamer on Twitch and not get harassed.
Oh, I know.
And that's just a sad fact. I mean,
and I completely agree.
Yeah, you just got to deal with it, really.
Yep.
But yeah, so that was interesting. I'd like to know exactly why they would retire them, but they are.
I find it.
The team had a little bit of trouble. They were losing members over the course of the last year.
That would make sense too. Yeah.
Maybe it's kind of like a union in a sense, just for the simple fact it started out with good intentions and now they're just after money.
Yeah.
Could be that way too.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, again, Ubisoft owns that team, and let's face it, they're a greedy company.
No, that's an understatement.
Yeah. But yeah, so moving on to Nintendo news, Star Fox is actually going to be playable at this year's E3. And to top it off, what was interesting is supposedly Miyamoto is going to be there as well, playing with other people.
I've never played Star Fox.
Oh, I love Star Fox.
Star Fox is a lot of fun, except they make people look stupid when they say let's do a barrel roll when they meant to say let's do an alien roll.
Yeah, God, you're one of those people.
Because it's not right.
Semantics.
That and Slippy Toad needs to die.
Slippy does not need to die.
Fox, I need help! Help!
Well, there's much more annoying people in there.
There's much more annoying people on this podcast.
Right? Okay, so...
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
Need for Speed...
You have yourself up?
No.
No. So the newest Need for Speed is actually going to require an internet connection to play, which I found interesting. Right. Now, the won't be released until about mid-January, but after the... where'd it go? But ahead of that, Electronic Arts is dropping bits and pieces of the game on Twitter, trying to broaden their hype, basically.
And it's not working whatsoever.
I wouldn't imagine it would. I mean, on the racing, but from what I noticed, there's a huge fan base of racing games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like the plane simulators or whatever. I mean, you have to kind of be diehard, but yeah. So that'll be interesting.
There's a racing game that's coming out pretty soon. What is it called?
We
Driver.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Driver's been out.
No, or not Driver.
What the heck was it?
But it looked amazing. I'm sad to myself that I don't remember the name of the game.
Yeah,
it was a crowdfunded deal, wasn't it?
What was that?
It was a crowdfunded Project Cars.
Yeah, Project Cars.
Oh yeah.
I have a feeling that's going to annihilate any Need for Speed game at this point, especially if they're going to make it online only. Are you kidding me? So
Yeah.
if I lose internet for a day or something like that, I can't play a game that I own?
Nope.
Just like Diablo 3.
Yep.
And people still play that.
Not a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
Ron, yes, you are one of them, but that doesn't make you special.
Oh, there's a lot more than me playing still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a ton of people that still go in there and play.
So on the side of Diablo, though, parent company Blizzard is releasing Heroes of the Storm on June 2nd.
Hey.
Next week, you guys, it's going live. Free to play, 100%.
So
it's going to be a lot of fun.
Show how bad he is at MOBAs.
Very bad, actually. But in my defense, I play a hell of a Malfurion. So, you know, just saying. I'm not that bad.
1v1 me, brah.
All right, anytime. Let's do it. I'll play. Little Malfurion
And yet you won't
action.
1v1 me. I'm sad.
No, in League, forget it.
No one will 1v1 you, Veg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 9 people now who refuse the PvP against me.
See?
That's because people realize that it's not 1v1.
Yeah, very quickly.
Veg is more than one.
Easily.
There's more than that. More than that, Veg. Oh,
There you go.
That's 2.
That's
He's got
better.
2 up.
God.
For people who don't know or haven't seen this podcast, I like to flip them off because it makes me feel happy inside.
And it
does.
Because I want them.
And we
I want
purposely
these
don't always
fingers in
show
their
it.
eyeballs.
But they're not in their eyeballs. They're just at the end of your hands.
They are under the end of his fingers. Yes. All right. So, Ron, up next, let's talk our LCS news.
TSM didn't win
Well, yeah.
again.
But who's...
It's starting to become a trend here. Cloud9 beat them
Yep.
after
No.
they just wrecked them in the spring
As-
split.
As far as our fantasy LCS goes, then who's ahead?
Let's see. The potential is up on Naughty Lawn Gnomes. Wow. Naughty Lawn Gnomes, Veg?
That's what I said.
That's a pretty big gap, too. It's 253 to 199. That's
yeah, he's stomping me out this
he
week.
gets stomped.
Yeah, I should probably get rid of Kickus.
Yep.
No, he's a unicorn of love, man.
Right?
Yeah, and unicorns of love are getting their asses handed to them.
And then Shosan, despite being ahead 190 to 182, he's also only got 4 guys left, and I got 5, so
Yeah.
he's in trouble.
That's
It's
true.
Team Shosan, original name,
Yeah.
is going to end up losing to Triple Lift.
Nah. I mean, Reckless kind of carried me to my score. Don't get
Of
me wrong.
course,
I know
reckless carries. That's why he's first pick in our league every season.
the whole point. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Aframu did pretty well. But yeah, like you said.
Oh, I like to
I'm
point
running
out this time
so.
that we didn't actually have to redo another league this time.
Right. Without.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
But we didn't last one either.
Yeah, we did.
The first one we did.
No, the second one we did
Second
too.
one we
so-
didn't. No.
Uh-oh. Do I sense a little discord in the family?
No, that's just Veg with a bad memory. So, yeah, I'll be rooting for Cloud9 tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
Medios can get up to 50 or more. Piglet
Yeah.
got 32. He might just wreck. And then with
We'll see.
TSM playing enemy, I'm expecting big things out of Wild Turtle,
Yeah, I would be too.
and not so much out of Santorin.
I don't know though. Santorin's getting pretty good, so awesome. Anything else as far as LCS goes?
Well, talking about the actual LCS, of course, we mentioned in the NALCS, TSM did lose to Cloud9. Not a whole lot of else in the way of upsets.
No.
Over in the EU LCS, it's Fnatic and Origin 2-0.
Ooh.
Wait, when did EA get
Really?
a team?
Origin, O-R-I-G-E-N.
Yes.
Oh.
And Gambit and SK Gaming are both winless.
Oh, jeez.
Speaking of which, that's Cabochard pick's looking really good there, Joe.
Yep.
Just saying. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. Oh. Awesome. All right, so yeah, this is ending up being a hell of a shorter podcast. You know what? I'm okay with that. What about you guys? No? Yeah? Yeah.
I've been
All right.
playing a lot of games, so.
Right. And I want to do it, damn it. Y'all are holding me up. Okay, so let's talk about our gaming. Veg, what the hell have you been playing lately?
Too many things.
What about your top?
Such as?
What I've been mostly focusing on has been League of Legends this week, just for the simple fact that I finally got out of bronze.
Yay! Congratulations.
Oh my god, it was beautiful.
Doesn't it feel good?
I wanted to cry when I got it.
When I did it last season, it was like such a burden lifted off the shoulders. It means like, yes, I'm not bad anymore. I haven't gotten that far this season.
Yeah.
I
I can imagine.
The thing is, I know I'm not bad. My problem is I don't dedicate enough time to one game to where can be extremely good. Because if I dedicated as much time as Coles did, I'd probably be in the same league with him.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just for the
it's
simple.
It's one of the things about League of Legends is it takes a lot of time to progress through the game.
Oh yeah, tons.
Because one game takes 40 minutes, and that can only get you about a quarter or a fifth of the way through the league at the lower levels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then if you lose a game, you're going backwards.
Yeah. And then I've been also playing a ton of Destiny as well with my brother, just for the simple fact that he forced me to buy it again, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
I seem to enjoy that.
Right.
Well, it's fun shotgunning your brother in the face.
Oh, I can only imagine.
I'm sure the squirrel appreciates that.
The
Right.
rodent does. But, those are the two main I've been focusing on. I played WoW here and there with my wife, just for the simple fact that she needs help with Fireland still, because reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
No, there's one more, and I hit the wrong button.
Nice.
I've been
Hidden
playing.
buttons.
Yes, I've also been playing Sins of a Solar Empire again, just for the simple fact that I like my RTSs.
Yeah. Plus, we brought it up like last week or whatever.
Did we? I thought it was the week before.
Last week or the week before, whatever.
That's all right. I've been bringing up almost the same games every week because I keep
Right.
playing them.
I know it. So, all right. Well, Ron, since you brought it up,
Well,
wait. Let me guess. Descent.
how'd you know?
I'm a genius.
I actually haven't been playing a whole lot of it. I was playing a little bit of co-op today. Then the power went out, and it was like, screw this, and I just said, whatever.
Yep.
But what I have been playing, of course, I've been talking about Crypt of the Necrodancer. I finally beat it.
Very nice.
It's still a fun game. They have a lot of extra characters that have different challenges to them.
I figured it was extra dance moves.
extra dance.
I
moves,
mean-
absolutely. You can actually play this with a DDR controller, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, they have a dance pad
No,
mode.
thank you. Oh, good
I
lord.
don't think I could do that. That would be a bit much.
If you do film it,
Oh, no way.
yeah.
I have it. I could do it, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm playing a bunch of that. I actually saw a guy get the world record for story mode run.
Really?
Yeah, he like busted it by like 3 minutes. It's great.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty.
the same guy I
significant.
watched do the descent speed runs. He's pretty good at it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
so-
know who he is.
Yeah, so we got that. Oh, I've talked about Soul Contingency on the podcast before, which is it was originally going to be a Descent game, and then Interplay pulled
Right.
it. Well, they're still pressing forward, and today a group of people, including myself, got a chance to play a closed beta, and
Ooh.
it's pretty sharp. I like it. It's very rough around the edges. Like there's a lot of issues with the firing of the weapons, but
Oh, sure.
like I won the first game. I had 25 points. The next guy down had like 12.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So, do they have an NDA on this, or
Not that I'm aware of. I didn't have to sign anything. So
the only reason I ask is because you should be streaming this. See what we
yeah,
got.
I didn't ask about that, so
Yeah.
I didn't stream it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But Soul Contingency themselves were streaming the session as it was anyway.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was getting streamed, just not by me.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I've actually got into a beta too, which is pretty interesting.
Which one?
It's a crazy ass Japanese one, to say the least. Basically,
Does it have a name?
No.
oh my god. Yes, it has a name. I just forget the name of it right now
Yeah.
because I only played it once and I was like, I'm done.
Well, I'll
Don't think
finish.
there's
I'll
no
finish
name.
up here. While my raid team has regressed to doing normals,
Yeah.
it kind of sucks, but we need it. Been playing a bit of Diablo 3, not a whole lot this time around. I'm still a wizard veg.
You're
And
not-
then, and then League of Legends went 3-0 last week on Runs, Browns plays, and I had a couple really awesome Zanya's Hourglasses on Morgana. Let me tell you.
Interesting.
And by awesome, I mean, oh, that does that?
So happy mistakes. But
I felt like
Basically.
Shosan, but I
yep,
still managed to get 3 wins out of it. So
I would have gotten 5.
But
in
basically,
3 games. Go ahead.
okay, so I found out the name of it. I remember, like I said, I only played it once. I was like, nope, I'm done. Basically, what it is it's called the Yandere Simulator. Essentially, what it is a Japanese schoolgirl. What it is that she's trying to get approval from her senpai and murders a crap ton of girls. But it's in these discreet, like you can't be found out whatsoever. Or you fail the game completely. And it's very intricate, and it's only about like 7% done, but a lot of it is pretty creepy.
Interesting. Very interesting.
It's like one of those, I don't know, it's like one of those harems animes that just goes completely insane. Like I said, I only played like 20 minutes of it, and I'm like, nope, I'm done.
So it sounds like the anime show When They Cry.
You gotta check out this picture. It's yanderedev.wordpress.com. I have a link to it up on our Facebook page. Of course, that's facebook.com/6gaming.
Yeah,
GG.
but you guys already knew that.
But the picture is interesting.
Yeah.
Schoolgirl-looking girl with a demon behind her with all kinds of weapons. And by weapons, I mean there's a protractor, there's a compass, there's scissors, a ruler. That looks like a box cutter over there. What the hell is this, Veg?
Yeah, exactly. My friend invited me to do it, and I'm like, why the hell not?
Of course.
You know, and I'm like, I first asked him, like, is this hentai? If so, I'm not even touching it. And he goes, no, it's not hentai at all. I'm like, okay.
Well, if it was, you just pass that along with Coles.
Right.
No, I wouldn't even mention it. I would just delete it out of my inbox.
Oh,
But,
That's
It's-
rude to Coles, dude.
well, he's not into heterosexual stuff, so I can't really. get it.
this is okay.
wow. That was pretty blatant.
That was pretty blatant.
That's all right. Coles, we still love you.
Anyway, no, it's really interesting in the I give it A for originality, just F and what the fuck.
Right. Originality begins with O, not A.
No.
No, he's Canadian, so it's all good.
No, he's not Canadian. What the hell?
Oh, I don't know.
Canadian
He's the one that said A.
Well, technically, by your definition, I'm a fucking planet, so technically I am Canadian.
See?
You're not Earth. You're veg.
I'm Vegemite. That's the most disgusting thing you could ever eat.
Would never know about. All right, well, on my side, I've actually finally beat one of my games that's been sitting around for. I finally finished Thief, which was a fun little game. I don't know why
it took you this long to beat that game?
Well, I quit a while. Like, I started, and I kind of got a couple hours, and then I got sidetracked with life and everything else. So I finally reinstalled it and beat it.
So, you know, Thief was released in 1998.
The original, yes. The original one.
Yes.
They remade it.
Okay, so
and the one that I was playing.
Got it.
Much fun. Besides that, you know, I've been playing a ton of WoW. My raid group actually got us owned the sisters last night, so we're moving on to the final boss. Should be a lot of fun. But that's about it, really.
Very nice.
Haven't been doing shit. So, all right. Well, no.
Hey, Show, I'd like to also point out that you bought me a $60 game that you were supposed to play with me on and never have except for once.
And again, internet issues, but I will. I'll be on. Don't you worry about that.
I don't think he's worried.
No, I don't think so either.
But we'll go ahead and move on to our 6 gaming roundtable discussion. So for this week's question, I want to ask you guys, what is the scariest game that you played in your youth? So, with that, Veg, what have you done? What's your favorite?
Damn, man, just me every time. I know I'm big and all. Don't take that long.
You came up with the topic.
So you.
Yes, I know. So I have two. I have two for these, just for the simple fact that one is the earliest I remember, and the one is by myself. The first one was with my mom and her friend Jen. We call her Aunt Jen. And I remember the game being pretty scary, which was Alone in the Dark. And every time that something mildly scary happened, they literally screamed like banshees. And they play this, you know, during our bedtimes and stuff like that, and wake us up. I came down to figure out what was going on. I thought someone was being murdered. I don't know what was going on. I just like, what's going on? So I ended up, you know, watching the game through the staircase and whatnot, because the computer was right there. Yeah. And I thought it was the coolest thing I ever saw. It was also, you know, monsters at the time. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I got a bit older, 8 or 9, and then my mom finally gave us our first computer.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what it was. Don't even ask me. That was just what I labeled it, the computer. So our first game was that my mom thought was a great idea would be to give us Doom as our first game. Yes,
well, that would be a PC then.
Anyway, so that's the first game that scared the living shit out of me, just for the simple fact, you know, by myself, because monsters would come out of corners, or they just downright come out of nowhere sometimes, especially the teleporting ones.
That's Doom.
Yep.
And all you hear is me and my brothers scream like little girls for the first 10 minutes when we start playing LAN. Because we even scared each other. We scared the shit out of each other to the point where we accidentally killed each other a few times.
That's
nice.
Awesome.
And then the funniest one was that my mom found some mods for it and made we were able to kill Barney with it.
Oh.
You know, like the imps were Barney, and all you hear is,
Didn't we go over this last week?
No. Well, maybe.
Yeah, you ate Barney.
Yeah. No, that happened. Oh, God. He has the attention span of a fish.
He has,
that's the memory of this. No, I haven't.
Yeah, Rhett said that Barney was in his life. He needed Barney in his life, and I pointed out that Barney was already literally in his life.
God damn it, I hate you all.
And this time he pays attention, at least. Next week he's going to forget all about it.
Next week I'm actually I don't think I'm going to be making it next week. Oh shit! Yes, I am.
Yay!
Good. Damn it.
But those are the two for me. You know, you can't get those experiences, you know, through like, I'm gonna play a scary game. You know, when your mom lies to you and says, "Oh, this game's amazing," you know, you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. She was right on that aspect,
Yes.
but what she didn't tell me was that there's monsters that scare the living fuck out of you.
Of course not. That's why.
And then
She's
the first time she literally heard us scream, all you hear in the background is
Yep, giggling.
Oh yeah.
Amy, you're awesome.
I know, right? Good game. All right. Well, for me, one of the most scary games that I played was actually when I was a teenager. On the GameCube. Yeah, you guys already know what it is. That's Eternal Darkness. Down, I think, one
ever
of the
even
creepiest
played
games.
that game.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a very interesting game. So if you ever played Sands of Time or whatever, it has a similar function where you're able to basically get rid of your fear as you keep going through the game. One of the interesting things, though, is if your fear gets too high, you go insane. You start seeing things everywhere you go, scares and stuff like that, and then suddenly you're dead.
Sounds like Amnesia.
Yeah, well, yeah, actually, in a lot of ways. But it was a ton of fun. So many times I had to just quit playing. It was just far too scary for me. But
And you're not a big fan of scary games either.
no,
Because we watched you stream Amnesia like about a year ago or so.
That was
Oh,
amazing.
I hate Amnesia. That game, way too creepy, especially those little invisible bastards. But yeah, so that's me. How about you, Ron?
All right, so growing up, my main gaming system was an Atari 2600.
Yeah.
And of course, that had some really classic games on it. It had Asteroids, Space Invaders, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, E.T. Yeah, I owned E.T. and I loved it.
Didn't you know,
Masochistic whore.
The greatest game ever created.
At greatest, absolutely.
But insert sarcasm right here.
Right.
I was good at it though.
Yeah.
I really was. The game was
What's there
buggy
to
as
be good at? You fall into random holes.
Yeah, you fall in random holes, pick up telephone pieces, come out, avoid the scientists in Washington, and go to the forest and phone home. Get a bunch of points, do it all over again. What's wrong with that?
Greatest game ever.
All right, so the one game though that I thought, and Atari 2600 really didn't have a whole lot in the way of graphics and sound, but someone came up with this game called Haunted House. And basically the premise of the game is that it's a 4-story house, and you have to find pieces, I think it's like a chandelier or a candle or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's all sorts of creepy things in there, like spiders and ghosts and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But one of the features that the game has is that you have a torch. And the torch can go out. And when the torch goes out, it like plays the scary music and the wind and stuff like that. And oh man, you know, when you're like 8, 9 years old, that scares the crap out of you.
Yeah. I'm looking at pictures of this though.
Yeah, it's so 8-bit.
Yeah, there's nothing to be scared of.
Well, that's the pictures. I mean, it was very much like the music and the sound.
Right. At the time, I could probably see it.
Oh, yeah.
Not looking at this. Nope.
Yeah. Just looking at the screenshots of the game itself, it's just like, wow, this looks pretty lame. But the gameplay's actually pretty good. Oh. I forced myself to get good at it by not getting scared.
I can imagine. So, I think this is true. I'm trying to find out right now. Veg, I think your game, actually one of the very first games to come out with DRM, kind of built in.
True.
I think it was.
No, there were games long before that that had like the little wheel cards and stuff like that.
Well, that's what this one was. Is when
way
you bought
before
it
that.
on diskettes, it had a little book in there.
Like all the D&D games had it.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess not then.
Maybe one of the first 3D games that had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, when you tried to log in, it would give you 2 page numbers.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember the first one was on the very front of it. The ending of it was on the back of the book, or the end page. Yeah, I remember my mom doing that for the second and third one for the second and third Alone in the Dark.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a fun game though. A lot of fun.
You know what we should pick up right now?
What's that?
Chivalry. It's only $5 right now.
No. The X-Wing version's on Steam. So that's what I've been playing.
Oh, and you won't announce that during the gaming time, you tool.
Well, when I say gaming, I mean like I'll play it for about 10 minutes and then I'll walk away. I mean, it's an old-ass DOS game. What's there to keep me captivated at this point? But
It goes pew pew.
yes, it does, Veg.
Wow, these guys have like no arms in these screenshots.
Oh, no.
Chivalry?
Oh, yeah?
They're like,
You can decapitate, de-arm, de-leg, everything.
Huh.
it's a chivalry free weekend too, by the way.
Yeah, you can just outright murder people in this game. It's amazing.
Yeah, I might just look it up.
Veg just loves murder.
It's
Right?
for $5. Yeah, I'll murder people for $5.
You'll murder
You're the
people for
cheapest
free.
hitman ever. God, I will murder anyone for $5. I got a bunch of people that I need knocked off, Edge. I got like $15, so
I
And
got
if
one
you add
too, starting with my wife.
hey,
And if you actually get the 2 item, or it's actually $7 if you get the DLC. So that's not bad.
Don't worry, honey. We're totally not planning your murder.
right.
You mean she's not planning yours?
That's probably closer to the
I
truth.
have to beat her to it.
Yeah, exactly. First one to
Ron,
slip
who can
cyanide
change
in
the
their
tire in the
food.
family?
What's that, Veg?
Exactly.
Wait, no, what'd you say?
I said, who can change the tires in the family?
Who cares?
That's why we have AAA. I mean,
I'm just pointing out the upper body strength.
Hmm.
So great. On that one, I think we're going to go ahead and call it for this week. Thank you again, you guys, for joining us with today's episode of the Six Gaming Fest. I hope to
And
see
thank you
guys
for
next
putting up with Shosan's internet connection. My God.
terrible
Oh
internet.
my God. I was going to say, who didn't show up today was Shoshan's internet company.
Yeah, exactly. But I do appreciate you guys coming out nonetheless and dealing with it. So, for the Six Gaming Podcast, I am your host, as always, Shosan. Up next, The Planet.
Yeah, Veg, I hate you. And it's still not always.
Oh, and finally,
And I am not a moon, but I am planning on releasing the updated Ronkly.com tomorrow.
I was
Looking forward.
hoping you. I was hoping you were gonna say, "I'm not a planet. I'm a death station," or what it was.
Space Station.
That's I don't know.
It's-
Too many beers.
Your Star Wars references are lame. Padawan.
I quit. That's it.
Yeah, hey, he's quitting.
Yay, we win! We
We're
win
done.
the internet!
Right. Thank you again, you guys. We'll see you next week. Ron, take it away.
See ya, bye.